Hello everyone and welcome. Thank you for tuning in for a brand new video. Today we're covering the latest in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare information. This is the new Call of Duty game that will be coming out this year, 2014. We're going to be taking a look specifically at new information regarding very crazy weaponry, including a 3D printed weapon and a plasma weapon, and also taking a little bit of a look at some of the new vehicles and the design that went on behind building up these new vehicles that we're going to be seeing within Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So for those of you guys that don't know, the game is based in 2054, so there's a lot of room for creative input and for brand new things to be added, which we've never seen before in a previous Call of Duty title. So let's jump into the vehicles first. This information is taken from a new Game Informer article, and we get a look at the sort of the design process that goes into designing some of these vehicles. And the Sledgehammer, the guys that are making this game, have obviously taken stuff that exists now, tried to improve on it, and tried to make it a realistic improvement so that it could be something that we'll be seeing in 40 years time in 2054. So the Hoverbike is a brand new vehicle. We saw this briefly within the trailer for Advanced Warfare, and the design of it is based around a hybrid between a motorcycle and a snowmobile. And one of the key things you're going to be seeing on the vehicles is the flat-plated angular design covering the vehicles within Advanced Warfare to make them as protective as possible to the person actually riding the vehicle. So basically it can deflect bullets, it can take explosions easier, and it won't cause as much damage to the vehicle, meaning it's going to be a lot more effective when it's in the battle, when it's in the middle of a war zone situation, and it also looks very cool indeed. Now, many of the design points we've just pointed out there on the Hoverbike are also translated over into some of the other vehicles as well. We can see one of the aircrafts available within Advanced Warfare, again looking very cool. Sledgehammer emphasised the fact that they believe the actual progression of vehicles within these war zones and within these battles that are going on within the year 2054 will be based around this sort of protective design that we've been talking about, the flat-plated angular design, so that it can withstand as much explosions as possible, protection on the underside as well, because I know it's a very weak point for vehicles, and also an emphasis on the ability for aircrafts to take off vertically, so no need for runways, basically making it as easy as possible to jump into these futuristic vehicles, take off, get moving to where you want to get to, and not take very much damage. So they look very cool indeed. These are confirmed within single player. No news yet as to whether or not there'll be any vehicles included within multiplayer. A possibility, we'll have to see. But let's move on to the very cool and futuristic weaponry. So there's two weapons we've got details on: a 3D printer rifle and a plasma powered rifle. We've seen a plasma gun being fired within the trailer before. I've talked about this in a previous video. If you've missed out on any of my other informational videos to do with Advanced Warfare, they'll be linked down below in the description, so definitely check them out. But let's talk about this 3D printer first, and then the plasma powered rifle. So the 3D printer rifle sounds insane. For those of you guys that don't know, 3D printers are very cool indeed. As long as you're putting in the right material and you have the right design software, you can literally print anything that you can design. It's very crazy. And this technology has been incorporated into this weapon so that you're putting in a canister of the correct materials, and then the gun itself starts printing out the ammunition that you need to shoot. And it sounds absolutely crazy, obviously working very differently to a normal weapon where you put in a mag and then use up X amount of ammo, take out that mag, put in a new one. This is going to be a very different system, and it could mean you've got a lot more ammunition without having to reload as often, which could make it very efficient and very versatile. They said that Sledgehammer Games are still tinkering with how fast the weapon fires, how much ammo it can actually hold, but you can actually see a little dialing system on the image itself, which will show you how much ammo you've got on your weapon on the gun, so you can always keep track of it. Very cool indeed. I'm very excited to see how that weapon will work and whether or not there'll be other 3D printer rifles within the game as well. Next up is a plasma powered rifle. As I said, we've seen a plasma weapon go off before within the trailer, but this is details on one of the actual carried around plasma weapons. It looks very futuristic and cool indeed. Again, this weapon needs to be loaded up with the right material. In this case, you can see that it needs plasma reactor fuel for it to actually work. I think plasma weapons will be very, very interesting indeed. We don't have any details on how fast they're going to fire, how much damage they're going to do over range. I'd assume there'll be a slow firing, high damage weapon. So for those of you guys that are very accurate and like to shoot targets at those longer ranges, I assume this will be the weapon for you. But it looks very, very cool indeed. And that's going to round up all of the information we've got for you guys within this video. So let me know what you guys think of all this futuristic stuff that's going to be in Advanced Warfare. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know down below in the comment section. On screen here you can check out a short vlog I uploaded while I was on a trip away on my second channel. So go and check that out if you missed it. Always fun to do vlogs for you guys. And you can also check out another video on screen from my main channel just in case you've missed it. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll always be keeping you guys up to date with the latest Call of Duty information. So I'll see you guys on my next video.